All right, so I'm working on a 2012 GMC Sierra, and I got my left tail light constantly on. Doesn't matter what you do. I checked the brake switch, it doesn't turn off. I pulled the fuses for the control modules, it's still on. Unless you disconnect the battery, it will stay on, just the brake light portion of it. So I pulled it apart, and I see this. This is a farm truck. So it's always hauling hay and always in the mud and the dirt. Then I come under here, and I see this. And I follow that wire. This is the harness from the tail lamp, and it goes in there. So it looks like that might be the problem. So I'm gonna dig into it a little bit and I'll get back. All right, so I put the bulbs back in, and as I was saying before, the lights stay on, as you know, all the time. As long as those bulbs are in and the battery's connected, they're on. So I disconnected the connector up here, the gray one, and as soon as I pull it off, it goes off. So I know that's the right one. So I'm gonna start tracing back to see where the source is coming from and why. So stay tuned. All right, so I'm trying to do this without any wiring diagrams. So I disconnected the plug for the right tail lamp, and then I disconnected this one, and I still have that. So when I disconnect this blue one, the lights turn off. See? Blue. If I could do it. And it's off. So it's coming from here, and I can see that harness follows up to the front of the vehicle. So I'm gonna go chase that now. All right, guys. So this is what I found. I traced that harness all the way back up, and it goes to the front fuse box here, the engine compartment fuse box. I double checked, and I went ahead and I checked the fuses. This is right turn or right turn and stop, and this is left turn and stop. And I pull them out. I pull this one out, and it stays lit. Can you see it? Yeah, it stays lit. All right, so the fuse box diagram shows that there's some fuses here in this box, on the inside fuse box. And you can see the condition of this. I mean, cockroach bodies everywhere. Legs, all kinds of shit. It's coming out of everywhere. But this is not the problem, because I have it completely out and that light is still on. All right, and when I take off this fuse box, when I take this out, it goes away. So the problem is there. All right, one by one, I've taken out every single fuse, one by one, to see if the lights turn off. Nothing. I've taken out every single relay. Nothing. They stay on. The only time they turn off is when I take this fuse box out. That is weird. Look at this. Something's going up there. All right, guys, so I'm pretty confident it's going to be the fuse box. The flasher's located internally inside the box. You can hear it when it goes. You can hear it in there. And look at all that. Look at all that filth. I'm sure it seeped down in there and it maybe killed the flasher in there for that particular circuit. It's just my best guess right now. I mean, I can make it turn off just by, you know, jiggling this around. See? I can make it turn off. So that tells me that it's here. The problem is here. All right, guys, so I ended up getting a fuse box from the junkyard that looks in better shape than this one. I think the problem is going to be in the fuse box because of all the rats having fraternity parties on top of the fuse box there, and then all their secretions got in there and screwed things up. So I'm in the process of removing the other box, this one here. I got it halfway out, and you can see some of the connectors get stuck on the upper portion of it. So I'm in the process of taking that down. But inside here, you get to see what's in here, man. You get to see rat droppings, dead roaches, all right, shells, looks like acorn shells that they've been eating. Hopefully there's no eaten wires, but there's definitely a lot going on inside of this fuse box, and that's it's highly possible that it could be it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's that, man. So I'm in the process of doing that. I'll get back to you. All right, so I got it apart. This is the old one, and this, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Look what's inside of these connectors. That's a roach, a live roach, in the process of laying an egg inside of this connector. All right, that's what's going on inside these boxes on a farm truck. So I'm highly confident that the problem is in this box. I'm cleaning the one I got from the junkyard just to have it cleaned out. I'm holding it upside down so the crap doesn't get inside of it too much. This is Master Flow sensor cleaner. It dries quickly, and then I'm gonna blow it out. All right, so I split the old box to see what it looks like inside, and you find more of those. And look at this guy. He had a bad day. But then you see what the rat piss is doing. See how it's delaminating the circuit board? And look at that contact right there. You see? I want to get to the other side of this, see what it looks like on the other side. You could also see here, look at the corrosion caused by that rat piss right in that area there. Look on the bottom of those pins. That's got to be making a bad connection. Let's try to get on this other side of this board. Look how it looks with all the fuses out. All that rat piss and rat shit and cockroach bodies. This happened mainly because it didn't have the cover on, but it happens with the cover on also. So you just got to keep an eye on it. All right, so here's the circuit board. I'll try to get out of the shadow here. Look at that. This is in correct orientation, how you see it laid out in the truck. The circuit I was having an issue with was in here. See that? Look at this guy. Yep. Here you have it. Take care of your fuse boxes. All right, so there's the new box. Not new, but the one from the junkyard in comparison to the one that was in it. And I haven't started yet, but I already see some progress because that light starts to work when I do that, and it didn't do that before. All right. There's no light on, which it used to be on before. And let's see if it starts, because it started not starting before. And it starts. Beautiful. See if we got turn signal. We got turn signal. We got flashers. Same circuit. And we have brake. We have tail. We have tail. We have brake. We have turn. Beautiful. That was the problem. Fixed it. All right, so if you guys ever run into that, keep in mind that the rats like having fraternity parties on your fuse box.